then on this one, I'm just going to keep those couple, maybe those couple, try those couple. And plant this with those sticking out, and hopefully those will turn into a tree. Stay tuned. The cherry we planted last year, we planted a plum down there, and it was doing good all spring until right before we planted it. Actually, it was doing good when we planted it, but when we went to plant it, we took it out of the package and there weren't any roots, and it didn't live. Not sure how it looked so good when we bought it, but the cherry looks great. And look, got some cherry sprouts coming. Beautiful, beautiful first year for this cherry tree in our homestead. Moulin. Okay, so what I didn't mow off last year, the horseradish, is what you see left right here. This stuff just pulled right out. And see the horseradish coming back. And then if you see some grasses and stuff, you can get rid of that at this time. Good time to get rid of that. But this is your horseradish here. See it? And this is buried 18 inches in the ground, so this part you're seeing here, that's grown back up. The main roots are 18 inches in the ground, at least 14. See, it spreads. And it's spreading over here. It's all the way over to here and here. And starting to go over here. And we're going to have to dig this part up this year because I don't want to get into my rhubarb. But yeah, that's horseradish right there. All right, well, it's Good Friday, and every year on Good Friday we plant potatoes. We do have potatoes slips that have started from last year. Well, they're just what's left over, what we didn't use this winter, and they're down in our basement. We'll give you a look at those here in a second. But last year we planted on this end, right in here. And this year we're going to plant them down on this end where we left this corn up. Now we left the corn in there for the birds and soil erosion. It's right there by the creek and a lot of different things. But we're going to pull all this out, stack it up where we're going to put our tomatoes along with some of these other plants. And we're going to burn it right now before we plant tomatoes later, and before we till it into the soil. So I'm pull these plants out, shake the dirt off, pile them up where we're going to plant our tomatoes, and we're going to till up some area and plant our potatoes there. Now last year this was our corn patch. This year it'll be our potato patch. Bird missed some. Pretty corn, huh? Alright, so this is what it looks like after you get the stalks pulled. There's some residue left. You can torch this. I'm just gonna till it. Breaks down pretty easy. I'll get the tiller out and we'll show you what it looks like. All right, well, we got her dug out. Put her away. Dirty though, look at her. The belt's all tore up and the tines are full. I gotta clean those out. Clean those out and put a new belt on it, and then we'll get it started. See if this gas is any good. Alright, that's what it's supposed to look like. You can see the axles now. I cleaned out the tire axles too. So, no, that wasn't the only time we cleaned it. We cleaned it multiple times last year. But we use this for more than just the garden. We use it for a lot of things on projects and leveling out soil and fixing areas that we've dug and all kinds of stuff. So, definitely get our use out of this tiller, and I like a rear tine tiller best. All right, so here's the belt we took off, and we're gonna put this belt on. And I like using a Kevlar one, but it switched to this R-mid, so we'll see how this works. But we gotta get this on here. I'll show you what it looks like when we get it on, because I can't do it like this. All right, well, there were wires and bags and strings and everything caught up in there. That was a pain in the butt. Had to adjust the handle, everything, get this thing going. But we got it started. See here. All right, well, we got these 1, 2, 3, 4 rows here. We're gonna plant potatoes in, and then we're gonna plant 4 more rows out there, and we might put something out closer to the creek. But we got this big pile here we got to burn and spread, and I did till up that where I want to replant that lettuce too. So we're gonna get these potatoes in right now. Now, these are the potatoes that are left over from last year. You can see them here. We'll cut these in half, as long as they got 2 eyes on them. If they just got one like that, we'll throw them in there, and we'll stake where this starts at, which will be right back here. And then we'll run all of our potatoes down here, and we'll cover them up lightly, and then we'll just keep mounding them up as they grow. So let's get planting. Right, babe? All right, so we're putting some reds and some whites. These are gonna be our early potatoes, and then those will be a little bit later. And we'll plant some in the fall too. But about 18 inches apart. You'll get potatoes about all the way down through here. They do spread, and they grow mostly up. They do grow sideways too, but mostly up. And then as you get them in here, I just come back through. I don't even bend over. I just come back through and pull this dirt over them like this. And make sure you have them marked, because you won't know where they are if you don't have stakes in both ends. Okay? So put your stakes in, then cover them up. I'm going to put that stake in down there, and then we'll come back, cover all these up. Okay, now a lot of times when it's just wet out, you can make like a T with your post. And then you're putting your pressure on this and not your hand. And I do it with 2 hands, but push that right down into the soil. So I left myself enough room I can tilt down through here between the electrical wire, which isn't on right now, and where we ended the rows.
My last white.
And you can see we have these all staked off. We just covered them up, and then we'll till in between here, and the soil that we till will kill the weeds and give us dirt to put back onto these potatoes. So it's good. You got to have these marked so that way you don't dig up your potatoes when you're tilling until they start popping up. You can see we got just enough room to run our tiller down through here without hitting any potatoes. And you're really going to have to do that a couple times before these all are up. So all right, guys, that's our garden, and this is the beginning of spring. This is Good Friday. If you stick around, we'll show you what we're making for our Easter dinner. All right, now last thing we got to do is season this turkey. We got a young turkey. We're going to season it with this off-the-wall spice. This is called Za'atar. Za'atar, and it's a product of Israel. Says, growing up near the tomb of King David and surrounded by the spice markets of the old city, we were inspired to have found Off the Wall as a way to deliver the highest quality spices to customers around the world who come to experience the city's wonders. Our shop is located adjacent to the broad wall, which is an ancient wall built by King King Hezekiah, to protect Jerusalem. All of our spices are freshly ground at our facility in Barkan, just outside the ancient biblical city of Shiloh, and delivered fresh to our store in this ancient and holy city. The ingredients are sesame, white millet, hyssop, sumac, roots, parsley, cilantro, soy, and oil and salt. So we're going to season our turkey up with this and have this for Easter this year, 2023. And we hope you all have a wonderful Easter as well. Blessings. Alright, so the turkey's all seasoned up. You can see it there at the sesame seed and that cilantro and parsley. That za'atar, the Israeli seasoning. We're going to stick it in this contraption, and then we're going to put it in the Butterball electric deep fryer and smoker. You can see down in there the smoker's going, and you can see right here, watch, the smoke just comes right out, right? So we're going to stick it down in there and deep fry it and smoke it at the same time. Okay, it is about 3 hours later. I'd say it's pretty much done. We'll turn the heat down, just kind of let it cook for the next hour or so, slow. I did drizzle it with a little bit of honey right before we covered it up and turned the heat down. So it'll sit there and just kind of simmer the next few hours with that honey on it and that za'atar seasoning. We're going to enjoy this as a family. That's how we do it. Thanks for coming along, guys. We'll show you our progress on this garden right here on this channel. Tammy, got anything to tell these guys? Happy Good Friday, right? And yeah, Easter.
Happy Good Friday, happy Easter.
Hope you guys stayed safe in the storms.
Right.
Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button for this channel. Go check out the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. See you guys next time.
Peace out.